Hello folks and welcome back to another lesson. We are looking at 10 Years Fix Me, which is for the lovely patron Markus Asmussen. Hopefully I've pronounced your name correctly, Markus. If you don't know what Patreon is, go check it out in the link below. Now tone wise, I'm using the Tone X pedal that I demoed a little while ago from Amplitude, or IK Multimedia. So I'm using basically a slightly tweaked out of the box setting for the clean tone. For all that. So aim for quite a clean tone for that, and then for the distorted stuff I've gone for another preset basically that I've just ever so slightly tweaked. It's based on a Mesa Boogie amp of some flavour. Sounds like this. And these are quite high output pickups. These are the silos by Bare Knuckle Pickups. Now the tuning is dropped D, but then the whole guitar has to go down another half step. So basically like Alice in Chains tuning, if you're familiar with that. So from low to high, the strings would be D flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. Easiest way to remember it. So let's start with the first riff. It goes like this. Now, the other guitar part there does actually have a little bit of tremolo, so if you want to add that in, it's a fairly quick tremolo, and you're basically playing a D minor shape and then strumming all the strings. But before that, there's some picking. So you want to have your first finger on the 6th fret, and your third finger needs to be in the vicinity of the 8th fret, so hovering just above it, right? And you're going to play this. So I've put my third finger on the 8th fret there, right? And that hangs over into the next bar. So those first few notes. Then you got this. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just as per the tab. One more time slowly. Then you do the same thing again. Very subtle difference is the last note at the end. So you're basically going to play the low D, or D flat as it now is, rather than the G or G flat. So one guitar branches off and just does that. But what I would encourage you to do is the other guitar part, which plays, and it's very hard to hear on the album actually. I had to listen to a live version to hear it, but it follows the bass in part, so you get this. Plays that round 4 times, okay? So what you're doing there, this. So it's part of D minor. But you're just playing the 7th and 6th fret there. And I'm using my 3rd and 2nd finger because the 2nd chord is 5th fret and the 6th fret. Okay, so you've got. So it's a little walk down, really. Little, you know, descending melody. Pretty straightforward, right? So slowly. Hammer on. Okay, so all those notes are on that same string. Then you go to one of these chunky power chords where you've got the what would be the 5th in the root, but because of the low tuning, it's just a big chunky power chord. So that is 8, 8, 10, 10. So it's down, up, up, down, up, up, down. Or something along those lines, right? So the whole thing would be slowly. Like that, right? Then into the bridge part, this is cool. Kick in your distortion, and you're going to play this. you're into the chorus part, okay? So we have 8-0 and then this funny chord shape. I think this is what they're playing. I mean, you could be playing... Yeah, there's a number of ways you could play this, but I would do 10-7. So you're going to play 10-7 together there. Okay, and then you've got 10-7-0 as a pull-off. Okay, so that's slowly. That's the first time. Second time, you repeat the same thing, but there's a slightly different fill. So that time, you're doing 10, 12, 10 pull-off. So those 4 bars again. Now, the third time, you play this. Again, there's other ways you could play that. You could do the 10th frets on the 5th and the 3rd strings with your 2nd and 3rd fingers, and then use your 1st finger to do the... And then slide 10, 12... and then catch the open 4th string. But I would just do... That, for me, is the easiest, and it, you know, sounds good to me when you play along with it. Like that. And then... And then you've got some wacky chugs at the end. So we've got 8 to 10, but it's down, down, up, down, up, down, slide. So slide, and then one more. And then you do 4. It's 4 of those. So I'm covering the strings lightly with my hands, and also palm muting because there's just a ton of gain going on. If you don't have quite as much gain, you probably could get away with just covering with your left hand, right? Then you're into the chorus part, and the chorus part splits off into 2 little bits basically, because the second guitar part comes in the second time round. So you've got a couple of little licks to learn. So we start on the 8th fret. We're going to play 8, 10, both for 2 bars, down to 5, again for 2 bars, and then this little run up. Like that, with this rhythm. And that is it. Super easy, right? So down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. That's the rhythm. Slide this time. So that's down, 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 up, up, down, down, down. Same on the 5th. That's the same as the first measure, I should say. And then you've got this, 5, 7, 8, 10, and you do 4 of each. All one-fingered stuff, right? That plays around again, but then the other guitar part plays this. All right, and then you're back into the verse, bridge, chorus. So you're basically playing 6, 7, like that, alternately, and then you go to the 5th fret, and then the 3rd fret, right? So 4 on each. And that phrase goes around 3 times, and then you're back to... Then there's a kind of breakdown part where the guitar's playing... So, you know, very palm muty, just 7th fret, 0 fret on the 3rd and 4th string. The other guitar then starts to play. But I mean, you know, there you could just go. You know, you could do a little solo there, couldn't you, if you wanted. Piano part comes in with the singing, and then it leads into the chorus with the... etc. Right, into the chorus. And then the outro, or the ending, is going to do this. And out, right? So you've got... So that's... I mean, you could do octaves if you wanted, but I quite like that. You know, to get that vibe in there. And then you go round this twice. And then you end on this. And you're done. I must learn some new licks. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks again. Cheers.